You rarely get the truth to lay down because the truth doesn't lay down. Because even in the most adverse of situations, the truth always has a way of standing up for what it is. Are we living a lie or we living the truth? What happened was, Pilate represented the world, Jesus represented the church. And the world is asking the church today, what is the truth? Yeah. If the truth be told, they're asking us, and what is the truth? I see what you say, but I see how you act. Amen. 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 What is, I felt like I was going to say it right there. What is the truth? Yeah. How can two walk together except they agree? Amen. Amen. Yeah, that's the truth. I'm going to tell you some truth. How can two walk together except they agree? The truth of the matter is they cannot. It was a rhetorical question that had a self-answer inside the question. How can two walk? How can they walk except they agree? How many of you believe that you're walking with Christ? Okay. How many of you believe you're walking in agreement with Christ? Okay. Down. Okay. How many of you are walking with yourself? Because at the end of the day, how can I walk with Christ if Apostle can't walk with Teddy? Amen. What we did today was not saying I'm the worst person in the world. What it said was, and I know somebody will take it out of context, go take it next time, whatever. We got a church full of people who've been talking about it anyway, so I like that. So people can say what they want to, but at the end of the day, there's got to come a point where I don't just have a title, and we don't just have titles, but we walk by what we are. How can two walk together? Exactly. Agree. Okay. How can I say, ladies and gentlemen, that I love the ministry and this is where I want to be out of my mouth and my heart is still contrary? Yeah. How can I say that I love, oh my God, this is the best church ever, but I never yet opened up my pocketbook to support? Amen. I'm not walking in agreement. Amen. Your mouth has got to agree with your heart, and your mind has got to agree with all of it. Yeah. How? A lot of times we're trying to live our life separate of ourselves. And we're even trying to give God something that we're not. Yeah. Because we never take time to deal with the enemy. Yeah. Somebody said the enemy. Because there's a part of us that's been there, even for some of you, for some of us for quite some time, that is very ugly. Yes, it is. Very nasty. There's a part of you that even tells you off. You ever, I know I should raise your hand, but some of you have experienced arguing with yourself. You even ask yourself, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? I'm talking to you. But I'm talking, are you Professor Clark? You have a heart? Never mind who's talking to you this morning. I'm not going to. But we have to embrace the truth. The messed up thing is, a lot of times we're lying to a God who already knows the truth. Why are we lying? Why are we saying we don't have these issues when we know we do? Now, I'm not telling you don't speak those things that be not as though they are. But don't speak them to ignore it. Yeah, that's right. Don't say, well, I don't deal with this just for the fact that you don't have to deal with it because you don't want to acknowledge the fact that it's there. Yeah. What you do is you acknowledge the fact that it's there and then you begin to speak those things that be not as though they are or they were. But there has to come to some point where you have a meeting with yourself and say, this is not who we're going to be, so we're going to give who we used to be to God. Yeah, that's right. Amen. There is a lot of people today, hear these preachers, who are ministering from a hidden hurt, spreading venom on the people. That's right. Oh, right. They're not fighting. But I watched one time I like to watch Discovery Channel when I had cable out. And they would take the steak and they would squeeze that thing and then the poison would come out. The steak didn't bite nobody, but they knew how to squeeze it to get. A lot of times in the church, the preacher not biting them, but he's squeezing that poison out because he's trying to minister from an inner hurt. A lot of folks singing with an inner hurt. A lot of folks playing music with an inner hurt. A lot of people in church next to you, stopping you, having high five, but they still got inner hurt. We have to get to the point where we allow God to deal with us. That's right. Yeah. Stop. Oh, it's amazing. We will pray and intercede for God to deal with somebody else, but we can't fast for Him to deal with us. Right? Amen. I said it Friday, so nobody think I'm picking on it. It don't make sense for me to always want God to deal with somebody else, and I don't never ask Him to deal with me, and then when He do deal with me, everybody else is the one who got the problem. Right. And the way the Lord has been married 12 times, every woman got the same place, but it's still. You've been married 13 times, every man got the same place, but it's still. No, it's you. At some point, you've been on 16 jobs in a week. There's something wrong with you. I told him Friday night, Brother Horn, it can't be this church, that church, and the last 5 churches that cause the same issue in your life. At some point, we got to point the finger and say, what's wrong with me? Because if we're not careful, we'll find, thank you, Holy Ghost, we'll find ourselves, take off your robe of embarrassment, take off your robe of accusation, take off your robe of offense. At some point, we have to ask ourselves, why, even in the life of the believer, in the life, and I'm talking about good church stuff like that, because it don't matter how much we talk apostolically, it don't matter how much we prophesy, it ain't going to never come true unless we got a healthy church, and the church is you. Yeah. It's not a building. The church is you. Unless you healthy, how are things going to come to pass? Come on. I have to ask myself the question. If everywhere I am, whether it be work, home, the church, the mall, I always attract gossipers. Oh, no. That's the question. What is it? Right. What is it? If no matter where I am, I'm always getting into a fight. No matter where, you could be on a basketball court, it could be at home, it could be at the mall, it could be at the hair salon, wherever it is, it seems like I'm always getting into it with somebody. Well, must be you. It can't be everybody. At some point, we have got to, and it happens first with the head, so I'm doing it, and I expect you to do it. We got to shine the light back on us and say, Lord, what's wrong with me? Yeah. Everybody's got an issue with you? No. But in the end of the day, if you're not happy with you, amen. I said this Friday, you'll punish everybody else because of your lack of happiness in your own life. That's right. It don't make sense, and I said this about myself. It don't make sense for me to look in the mirror and complain about my weight if I don't never want to do nothing about it. Thank you. It don't make sense to say, oh, I need to do something about this, but I'm eating McDonald's while I'm saying it. I'm telling myself, 4 double cheeseburgers and you knew what 2 was And if we're not careful, get this,